Hey guys, welcome back to Mr. Nyland's office, otherwise known as his porch. Another lesson today. First, we'll start with the word of the day, or the word of the week, which is residual. That is what remains after something is gone. So if you make yourself some chocolate milk and there's some chocolate syrup left in the bottom, that's residual syrup. One of the reasons why in the current thing that's going on today that we wear masks and that we have distancing and stuff is because sometimes there's residual particles in the air of things that people have breathed and so on. So that's leftover stuff that's left over after the main part of it's gone. Okay? Today we're going to, because we are learning from home, and it's especially important since you don't have active supervision and you're going to be using the internet a lot, that we talk about this. Paraphrasing again. Expressing the meaning of something written or spoken using different words. Now, guys, we did briefly touch on this earlier, but it's super important that we go over it again because you, again, are going to be using the internet over and over and over and over again as we go through the rest of the year because you're learning from home. So you're going to be drawing from sources on the internet, which means you need to be able to rewrite those things in your own words. So we will go over paraphrasing because it's important. When you paraphrase, you should take the most important information and ideas from someone else and put them in your own words. And you have to give credit and do citations. Okay? So you're going to go there to the internet. We talked about research, or one of my lessons that's out there is about research, where you pile in all the information, go through it and limit it, and then you take what's left, and you don't just put it in your paper, you need to paraphrase. You need to take the things that they put in there, and you need to put them in your own words. Okay, and you have to give citations. Citations is a way to tell the people, or everybody out there that's reading your paper, that certain material of your work came from another source, and you need to do this right here. You need to give them credit. If you don't give them credit, you're plagiarizing, and plagiarizing basically is stealing other people's information and work. So it's very important that you do that. Okay, here are some tips for you. Effective steps to paraphrasing, and my count might be off. There might be 5, there might be 4. I rewrote this. So reread the original passage until you understand its full meaning. Write down the important parts, who, what, where, why, how, that support the main idea. They can't just be random thoughts. They have to support the main idea, and then you rewrite it in your own words. Okay? Very important that you rewrite it in your own words and that you make substantial changes. Double check your version. Make sure it has all the important information and is significantly different. Make sure you have citations for all sources. Notice how I keep mentioning citations over and over again, guys? You must cite things, and maybe another one of my little lessons coming up will be on citations so we can refresh ourselves on that, okay? So you need to get the main point, check out the important things that support the point, rewrite it in your own words, and make sure it's different, substantially different. I'll give you an example, okay? Of the more than 1,000 bicycle deaths each year, 3/4 are caused by head injuries. Half of those killed are school-aged children. One study concludes that wearing a bike helmet can reduce the risk of head injury by 85%. In an accident, wearing a bike helmet absorbs shock and cushions the head. Okay, that's my original thing. I want to use it for my paper, so I have to look at it, look at the main points, find the supporting details, and rewrite it substantially. And here's how I did it. Almost 1,000 people, half of them children, die each year in biking accidents. About 750 of those fatalities were caused by head injuries. The good news is one study shows the simple act of wearing a bike helmet, which protects the head from impact and injury, could potentially prevent 85% of those deaths. You notice how I have all the important stuff? I took it and I substantially changed it. It's all reworded, it's all reworded, all reordered, and then I wrote it in my own words, and then look at what's at the bottom, guys, a citation, right? Okay, that's an in-source, in-paper citation. So you can do that. So, good way, good little hint like this. Put it in your own words. Avoid copying the text. Rearrange similar text. Ask yourself if you've hit all the important points and cite the sources. Citations, 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 citations. Make sure you put in the citations. Okay, really, really important. That is, and I'll have all those documents to your teachers too so they can share them with you. I've decided to end the lesson with a book review and a book suggestion by my son, Daniel. The Daniel pick of the day. The Daniel pick of the day is this book right here. Vacation Guide to the Solar System by Olivia Koski and Jana Grevich. He read this book. He said it's fun. He said it's colorful. He says it has all kinds of really, really good pictures and very solid information. And it's written like you're going to travel to the stars yourself. I thought that was pretty cool. So that's our lesson for today, guys. Thanks. See you later. Do your schoolwork. Okay? Let me repeat that for you. And do your schoolwork. See you later, guys.